Alrighty, my friends. Alright. Network problems message again. Yeah, Twitch is just having all sorts of weird stuff going on today. All sorts of weird stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go place some orbital stations, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna fix this production, because it's bugging me. It's bugging me. We're gonna make a change to that, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it, but we're gonna make some sort of change. So, I would like to be able to... I believe we can get fire ice. Remote demand I should be doing here. Local, no. Remote supply, local demand. Did I not change these guys to... There's 10. Or have I only made 10 so far? That's all I've made? Surely I've made more than that. Surely don't call me Shirley, but surely I have. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. God, look at that. That is so cool. It's 2 in storage. Okay, these things are really slow, apparently.
Thanks for subscribing to the
it's the motors. Hey, Zadeo with the 3 months in a row, 5 months total. I'm great, my friend. Good to see ya. Yeah, you slowed down by motors. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think I said I was gonna do that. I think I need to do with motors what I did with quantum things. So I only have 12 of these guys. 12 of the orbital collectors, and in order to get more, I need motors. I think I'm gonna do, after I go place some of these things. How's my fuel looking, by the way? It's looking fine. I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna do something. If I can think of words. Words are hard. I'm gonna do a build for motors like we did for quantum chips. That's what I'm trying to think of. Because our quantum chips are great. Our motors are just, I cannot make enough of them. Words are hard. Words are hard. Okay, I'm trying to find... Where are my stations? I know I have them. There they are. I'm apparently on the complete opposite side of the world from them. Those gas giants kind of huge. Who would have thought it? Who would have thunk it? This, I think, gives me hydrogen and deuterium on this side, on this one, I believe. Okay. Let me go back on the planet here. Yeah, hydrogen and... Oh my gosh, we are full up on deuterium. Wow. Okay. Well, looks like deuterium's not an issue for us right now. Am I not requesting enough deuterium? Or are we actually... We're actually using hydrogen more than we're using deuterium right now, I think. I've had some pretty big hydrogen builds. Okay, we're going to place a couple more of these guys here. And then we're going to go to another system where we can get... We're going to get fire ice from these, because I saw one that we could. Let's place... Let's leave ourselves 6 of these to go place on a planet that has fire ice, I guess. Is fire ice, deuterium, and hydrogen the only things you can get from gas giants? I cannot deny the giant booties. You know it. I like big booties, I can't deny. As we've established today. Okay. So there we go. Now I have to remember which system had the fire ice. Autosave, okay. I think it was one of the ones we saw today. Did I go to Bede? I don't think I went to Bede. Did I? Kimberlite ore. Has fire ice. I went to the places where I was looking for Organic. No, not organic. Something else. Sabic I went to. Optical grading crystal. Fire ice. I think it might be around Sabic. I think there's a gas giant around Sabic that's got fire ice in it. Do orbital collection stations need power? No, they power themselves. If you read the description of them, it says, used to collect the resource of the gas giants, it needs to consume the collected fuel materials to maintain the energy required to work in orbit. So basically, it provides its own power from the hydrogen, and the excess, I think, powers it or something like that. Look at the red giant nearby. Which one? This one? Oh, we haven't visited a red giant yet. Sulfuric ocean, hydrogen, deuterium. This one doesn't say it has fire ice, but would it say fire ice available if it was around a gas giant? I haven't been to a red giant yet. Looks cool though. We haven't visited one of these stars. D-type star. I know for sure that Sabic does. I haven't been to this one yet. Is there any reason to go check it out? It's 9 light years away compared to 6 light years at the Sabic. Did I check this one? It's better if it's closer. Oh, okay. Fire ice signal detected. Fire ice signal detected. What's the difference? This looks like the mineable stuff, and this is probably the stuff from the gas giant. So actually, Kochav is probably where I want to go then. Because let me see if the one that I looked at earlier, Sabic. Yeah, it's actually the mineable stuff. Okay. Red giant is our sun after 3 billion years. Nice. Okay, so we're going to Kochav, because I'm pretty sure that's where the fire ice is that I can collect from a gas giant, which sounds pretty awesome. Kochav. Kochav, there you are. Fuel's looking good, alright. After we do this, we're going to see about setting up a production plant somewhere for way more motors than we're making, because the amount I'm making right now is just not enough. It's just not enough. It's gonna have to be a huge build though, because our motor production build is already pretty freaking huge, and it's not nearly enough for all the motors we need. Okay. I think it's this one over here. Ice planet, collectible fire ice. There's actually more fire ice than hydrogen there. Beautiful. What's the radar thing in the bottom center? Oh, you know what? I think it's actually showing me the different things in the solar system. So if I point towards that... Oh, I never even noticed that. Yeah, it looks like that's showing me the actual solar system objects. So we'll set up all 6 of our things here. In this solar system, is there another gas giant? Or are they all... I think it's just the one, right? Yeah. Arid desert. Oceanic jungle. That's where we're getting our crystals from. Okay. Okay. I want to set these up on the lit side of the planet, just so it's easier to see for now. Alright, so where is the equator? Oh, stop. Damn it, I didn't mean to fly away. Okay, equator should be right around here. Let me go. Okay. Okay. How do I tell where the equator is? I think it's a little bit further up. This way. Must be at the equator. Ah, here we go. Does it provide useful info over the regular view? Well, it looks like probably it's a good way to track, find out where the orbital objects are, the solar system objects are at a quick glance. All right. Remote supply. Fire ice. Hydrogen. Very cool. So this will get me some extra fire ice that doesn't require any power or mining. Look at coordinates. Oh, the coordinates here. So 0 degrees N would be equator, is how I know that looks like. Okay. Yeah, this never runs out as far as I know. Doesn't look like it's super fast, but it's another resource that we haven't been gathering yet, so that's pretty useful. Okay. All right, so the next thing I want to do is a giant motor production thing. So I'm just going to point ourselves at Gamma Booties right now. Go max speed, and then look at some calculations here on the calculator page here. Motors, because I currently think I'm doing something like four things of motors here. It's the electromagnetic turbines. I think I'm doing 4, which is 120 a minute, and it just doesn't seem like it's nearly enough. It's only iron and copper, which is the crazy thing. It's only iron and copper for these guys. Is it this one? It is this one, right? Yeah, I think so. Lucky Sam, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Does it operate like an interstellar logistics station for sending out collector resources? I think it's like, it'd be comparable to the remote stations we set up, where it's not powered, where things have to come pick it up. Because I can't put logistics ships in them to deliver things. Things have to just come and pick them up, I believe. How are you doing, Lucky Sam? Do I still stream FTL? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I sure do. So I will tomorrow, and I did yesterday. I feel like I want to do like double of this. Or even triple of this and do some giant build, because we just need so many more motors than we're making right now. Yes, tomorrow's FTL Salt Day, because it's going to be hard mode, no pause. How many of these do I want to do? Triple what I'm currently doing. So I'd need 120 iron ore deposits, 36 magnets, 36 iron ore smelters, 12. Okay, this is a pretty big build, but I think I want to do something like this. Again, I think I want to do it on another planet because iron and copper on our home planet is basically running out. So I'm thinking we set this up on another planet. So let's plan on doing that. Let's do that. So let's head home. Probably Gamma Booties 4. I think is the one where I set up the last thing, and I think has more iron and copper deposits we can use. I might even have all the resources on me to start this build, honestly. Gamma Booties 4. Let's go check. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday are our salt days. Viewership's less so, yeah. Giant build sounds like work, but satisfying. Well, we did a giant build the end of last stream, and it was a lot of work, but it's given us a lot of, it's made some builds today be a lot easier. Wow. So this was giving us power here, and this is basically mined out this coal. Random. So I'm looking to see how much iron and copper is here. 9 million and 1 million copper. So yes, this is definitely where we want to do this. And I was thinking for this planet, we wanted to put some of the power things to collect power from our thing. Things to put the thing. So where's our south pole here? Yes. Let's see if we can set up a cool looking set of ray receivers, because we have a crap ton of them. So let's see if there's a cool pattern we can come up with this. How can we patternize this? As I put it, like, what if I did each circle, each of these circles, something like that, and then on each circle, put them as close to each other as we can, or kind of make it even with these guys. Let's go with this. Let's do the four corners of each one first, and we can kind of decide. Every other one, something like this. Problem is it's just not perfectly even with the way these circles are. Draw a pentagram. We'll make it a Diablo power supply. You think booties 4 is a great idea? Can never have enough booties, right? Man, I can't think of a way to really make this even and efficient in space. That's... Okay, I think that's even in the middle there. I think this one's not right. And this one's extra. So something like this, I think. That looks good. Okay, so something like that. It's like a flower. It's a beautiful flower. I use the circular pattern, not the lines. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of doing each, like skipping a circle and then doing the next one out. Let's do, what's the North Pole look like on this planet? I have a couple up here too. It's a Pepe flower, a COVID particle. There you go. So way more power than we need, but the projects we're going to be doing on here are going to make them bigger. So let's try one more layer and see if this is going to look, if this is a pattern we can follow. So we skip one space and then do this. Each on the 4 equators, meridians, whatever you call them. There. And then the one that's halfway between. It won't let me put it on the one that's right in between. That's weird. Because that's the space I want it to be on, right there, but on this line. So, a little funky. Evenly spaced on every latitude, just like nature intended. You know it. You know it. There. Well, if nothing else, what I'm doing is symmetrical, I believe. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, it's got to go on that line. Surely, surely it will. Don't call me Shirley. Okay, and then this is in the way again. On the inside there. Okay, how does that look? Okay, that looks pretty good, honestly. Is that all even? I think so. And our power on this planet is just ballooning right now with all this. Let's go set this up on the other pole. And this will be... We won't have to worry about power generations on this planet for a long, long time, I don't think. Dyson Sphere funk you up, that's right. Dyson Sphere is powering us up, that's for sure. Who needs solar or wind? We got Dyson. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. If your girl starts acting up, then you take her friend. This one here. And this one here's got stuff in the way. It's kind of like still solar though. Yeah, it is still solar. Technically, you are correct. The best type of correct. All right, because I am anal about this, I'm gonna move these guys. That's actually not what I meant to do. I meant to do this so we have all this stuff go there. Technically, all planets on power are solar. True. Yeah, I guess that's true. Everything originates from the star. Okay. It's gotta be there, but this is in the way. Dyson sphere. Right there. Okay. So now we got that in place. That's connected. Let's make sure we're mining all the things here without messing up our Dyson sphere thing. Our array receivers. You know you want to. There it is. I think that will be out of the way. Okay, and then we're missing one here. And so Vancho doesn't go crazy. Let's make sure we're mining from it. There we go. And also, I would go a little crazy if I'm not mining from one of these. Can I squeeze through here? Oh, beautiful, I can. Okay. Very nice. This and this. Yeah, okay, good. Uranium also came from stars. This game looks boring and repetitive, I say to myself as I spend 25 minutes planting barley in Valheim. That's funny. Yeah, I think Shogi actually messaged me earlier saying he's going to play some Valheim tonight. That feel when you have too many friends who you want to play games with and not enough time. Because Shogi wants me to play Valheim tonight, and my friend Tim wants me to play Rogue Heroes, I think it's called. That feel when you have too many friends wanting to play video games and not enough time. Okay, so go with that. That should be plenty O power for days. So let's figure out, we need 120 iron ore deposits and 24 copper. That's probably one or two. This is probably 4 or 5 iron ore deposits. So we basically need to find a place on this planet where there's a bunch of iron next to each other we haven't fully gotten on top of yet. We're mining that. One there. We're mining that. Where's this going? Oh, nowhere. This is just used for solar panels. Okay, so I could actually use this one if I want to. We got iron here. That's sending iron back to our home planet. We're actually mining a lot of it already. Here's iron. Best thing to do probably would be to do planetary logistics stations and mine all the iron veins we're not and send it all to one place. That's probably the best way to deal with this. Have it be, make sure we keep it local though, because the stuff that's going off the planet we don't want to take away from this build we're about to do. So how many veins we got? We got 1. How many are we not mining from is the question. 1, 2, 3. I see 3 iron veins we're not mining from at all. And if I need 120, Each one would have to have, what, 40? So we probably need one more vein. So if we do the 3 unmined ones plus the one at our starting area that was being used for these, that will probably be just about enough. The soundtrack reminds you of 07's Simple Things album. Oh, that's cool. So if we're going to mine, so like this is supplying iron, I believe. Yeah, remote supply. I need to turn off local demand. I don't want to be bringing this from other places. So where's the other one where we are sending iron off planet? Right here. Yes. Local supply. What supply? Local storage, actually, is what I want to do. So this is supplying to our other system, but this will now not pull from local stations if I do that. Silicon. Let me see if there's anything else here. Just to make sure. This iron is not going anywhere except for right there. Okay. Okay, so now I just need to find these other iron, unmined iron places and mine them and put them into planetary station. And all those planetary stations are going to go to one planetary station where we're going to do all of our production for this thing. So basically I want to use as few miners as possible to get all of the veins at all these different places. This, if I can do 3, that would be nice. I don't think I'll be able to do 3 here. Maybe. Oh, almost. Beautimous. Okay, perfect. And I hope I have enough logistics robots to set all these guys up too. I do not. I need more robots. Okay, so this is going to be iron supply. And we're going to need to power all this. Whoops. Into there. There into there. It'd be fun if one of the stars in this... If one of the stars in this is the Rick and Morty screaming sun. I don't know that reference. I never watched Rick and Morty. Alright, thankfully our power grid is right over here we can grab off of. We might just do our build right here, honestly, because this has got some nice big open space. Okay. So this should supply to wherever we're going to end up building, so that's that. I'm going to need more of the robots. Well, let's get these stations set up, and then we'll come back and get the robots. The logistics robots all filled in, these guys. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Actually, I feel like it's probably better if I go get the robots now. Otherwise, it's gonna bug me. And so I should also check how many of the other machines I'm gonna need for everything. So I'm gonna need 36, 60 something, about 100 smelters, 12, 30, probably about 100 automation guys. Automation machines, whatever to call it. Assembly machines. Okay. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at the pattern that's doing. How do I turn like this? That looks freaking sweet, man. Looks like a big claw coming off of our star. That is so cool, man. So cool. All the work we've been doing, and we can see this amazing pattern and stuff emerging. So freaking cool. There's so many things when I'm just flying through space that I look at this game and go, I should record this for my break scene. You know, a game's good when you want to just record everything all the time for cool art and videos. Doesn't it look awesome, Nietzsche? It's so badass. So freaking sweet. Alright, so we're going back. The main thing we needed was the robots. Let's go to the place here and get the different pieces we need. How many foundations do we have? Yeah, we have plenty. I should probably grab some fuel, maybe? How much fuel do we have? We're okay on fuel for now. Okay, in sorters. Let's look at each piece here as we're getting them. I need some Mark 1 belts. Sorters we're good on, I think. These guys I need. So I need like, let's grab like 300 of these guys since it's 50 per machine. Okay, I can't put those. Okay. 300 gonna be enough. It should be 50 times. Yeah, that should be good. Power poles. How are we doing on power poles? 76. We'll get another 100 or so of those. Okay. And then belts. This is the main thing. 500 of these guys. Another 500 of the Mark IIs. Okay. And then the assemblies and smelters. How many of those guys do we have? Yeah, we need about 100. No, that's the Mark 1s. We're doing all Mark 3s here, so smelters I do need about 50 more. Yeah. There. Okay. 100 of the assembly machines. It's probably good. Inserters, belts. Think that's going to be good. Okay. Is that everything I need? I think that's everything I need for this giant build. Why does it focus on that spot? What are you talking about, Boo? What is what focus on what spot? I know there's probably a delay, but what were you trying to ask? Gamma booties 4. The Dyson sphere. Are you talking about like when you look at it? Why does it focus on a certain spot or what? Oh, I'm guessing it just has to do with the orbits. You're talking about that edge right there, why it's focusing that? I'm guessing it just has to do with the angle of the gun shooting at the sun and the way they distribute to the nodes. And I think it just has to do with the orbits. God, it looks freaking cool though. $600 something in total. Because as you see them getting shot in here, well, yeah, it kind of goes on one side, then they slowly go around to, I guess, the position that they're going to go towards. Nodes versus swarm. How are we looking? Looks like we're decently balanced in the swarm things having nodes to go to, I think. I think if there's a swarm thing that doesn't have a node to go to, it's orange. So since they're all this light green, I think they all have a place to go to, I think. Still not 100% sure on all that kind of stuff, but I believe that's correct. I believe since they're all green, that means they all have a node to go to. And litho break. Okay, so this iron ore right here, I want you to go to another local station thingy. Okay, we can get rid of these chests here. So what we're going to do is this iron ore supply these guys. Those are all powered. And first thing I want to do is I want to get stuff out of here. I don't want this stuff to be in here anymore. Okay. So the first thing is Mark III outsorter. Mark III outsorter. Mark III belt going directly into here. Mark III outsorter going to there. And that should slowly empty everything in here into there, right? Yes, okay. And then so that'll gradually empty all that chest into there. And that's where all that iron will go. And it's split to still be used for the solar panels if we need to for our production line of those. This. And this. Okay. I missed an iron vein again. I thought I fixed it with this one. Oh, no, you're right. I did. Oh, man. All right, we got to fix that. We got to fix it. Your OCD is contagious. There it is. We got it. I've caught your OCD. All right, we got them all. Okay, very nice. Make sure I don't have any iron ore on me. Good. Oh, I have one. Okay, so that's all that, and this should supply to whenever we demand it, wherever we're gonna go. Okay, so that's 2. I think we have 2 more iron veins. Yep, here's one that we need to collect everything from. I haven't been counting these iron veins, but if these average like 20 to 22 veins, 20 times 4 is 120, right? No, it's like 80 something. This might not actually be enough. I might need to find another vein to capture from as well. $120. Yeah, that sounds like I need around 6 full veins rather than the 4 I was gonna do. Okay, I might have to look for even more. God, this is gonna be a big project, but we do the planning right, we should be able to make this work. I don't have enough planetary logistics stations if I do that. Maybe I can just use longer belts and have these go over here. That's probably what I'll do. Use one less logistics station. If any of these are close enough to each other. Oops. Okay. $294 a minute. 30 a second. Trying to decide if I need 2 Mark III belts to get all this stuff over here. I have a feeling I might. Actually, I should do Mark III. There. I should do Mark III. There. To there. Mark III is 1,800 a minute. Okay, so single Mark III should be able to handle the throughput of all this. Let's see. If I need to do a second one, we will, but we'll find out here. Once this starts running, we'll see if they're all going at full capacity here. Oh, that's crazy. It's so fast it looks like they're just appearing on the belt rather than actually moving on the belt. Like, it doesn't even look like the item's moving. That's crazy. Oh, this thing's probably already full, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we'll assume that that's enough. It's fast enough. We'll just assume it's fast enough. Our planetary logistics stations not automated. They are, but they're really slow because of what we looked at earlier with our that one set of whatchamacallits, circuit things not being. This is the local one. That's we're not taking from that guy. What are they called? Processors not being made fast enough. So that's the build I wanted to change over, but I haven't had a chance to do yet. Okay, this is the one where I didn't have enough of these guys. Okay, there's that. Okay. All right, there's at least one more iron node somewhere I wanted to grab from. Stone. At least one more. It's copper that we are mining from. Iron. Here we go. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. This is something that we're going to change. We don't need this for power that much anymore, so we're going to do this. Make sure we can grab all these veins and keep everything connected on the grid. Okay. 24 iron veins. Okay. Minor alignment. One of the random, kind of crazy mini games that can be kind of annoying in this game sometimes. Okay, there we go. And we get this guy, and that'll be plenty. Okay. Okay. Are we close to a planetary logistics? We're close to an interstellar one. Okay, but we don't want to mix our iron with that because we don't want to change. We don't want to take away what we're sending to our home planet right now, which is what I think all that's doing. So iron, local, okay, supply, this, and this. Any way to rotate mine replacement counterclockwise? I don't think so. It's all, you just hit R to rotate it. So unless there's like a shift R that I haven't tried or something, not that I know of. Okay. Which, you know, certainly could be possible. I just haven't checked it out yet. Okay, let's go around this other side, around the outside, around the outside. There. And Mark III belt. Round. Round and in. Okay. I think that's all the iron on this planet. I think I have miners on all of them. Oh, arrows? Oh, you can use the arrows to do that, huh? Okay. Let me see if I've missed any iron veins here. Titanium, stone, silicon, copper, iron. Iron is mining there. Iron is mining there. I believe I have access to all the iron on this planet now. Titanium. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is I need to find some copper, and that's where we're going to set up our build next to. How many veins was it? It was 24 copper veins, so this one's too small. I'm going to have to actually capture 2. It's 12 there. Any big copper veins? There's 11 and there's 12. Guess I'm probably going to have to do those 2. Are either of those close to another one I've already set up? Where's this copper one? This copper one is... Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to mine this one, send it into this guy, and then we'll set up our production next to this other copper vein. Okay, so we want to go over here. I have a plan. I have a plan. So this is all going to go into here. And we're going to do the same thing we're doing with the iron, with the copper. Hey, what's up, Excited Train Guy? How are you doing? It'd be nice to see untapped resources on the planet summary screen. Yeah, that would be a useful thing. You're watching some of the stream replays on Twitch and you found out that I do not like seafood that much. Yeah, seafood's not my favorite. I don't hate it, but if I had a choice between chicken, beef, and seafood, I will choose chicken or beef every time. Chicken or beef every time. I'll even set up a third one just so we increase the speed of this. And we could probably do between these 3, one Mark III belt will probably be more than I need. So Mark II to there. 2 to there. And Mark II. To there. Let's have all 3 of these guys run into here. And then do Mark III starting here. And we're going to have this go up and over these guys if I can. Yep. Beautiful. Do I like mushrooms? Nah, I'm not a big mushroom person either. What's up, Drac? How much planets do you explore in this game? That's completely dependent on how many stars are in your cluster, I would say. For me, there's 64 stars in our cluster, and we've probably explored 12 planets at most, maybe. Okay. All right, so that's one of the copper things. Let's throw the copper we have in here to there. And then the last thing was there was one other copper guy, and that's where we're going to set up our production. I think it was over this way, the other copper miner. And we're going to set up giant smelting and production facility over here. The next goal. I don't know where this copper is. Let me find it this way. It'd be faster. It's not there. It is here. These 11 veins here. Mastered the mass energy storage technology. Now you can use a photon generation mode of the ray receiver. Convert the critical photons obtained into antimatter using miniature particle collider. Oh! So that's how you use antimatter. So you get stuff from the ray receivers. Okay. All right. That might be the next thing we have to look at after we finish this current build. I think it goes over this way. 64 stars in the cluster is the standard. That sounds about right. We'll need to harvest things, or the game have a goal or something. If you want to see what the goal is. You see that over there? That's our starting star, covered by a Dyson sphere that is being built around it. It's kind of hard to see from here, but that's the end game goal. Once it becomes daytime, we'll be able to get a bit of visual of it here. But that is the goal, to build a frickin' Dyson sphere, and it's frickin' crazy. Pretty frickin' awesome, if you ask me. How do I want to do this? I guess like this? Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll do 3 here as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to set up... We only need these 2 items, iron and copper. So we're going to set up giant smelting for both items. That's going to start the production line of these motors that we just have never had enough of this entire run. So let's get this powered. Get this party started. Normal cluster of 64 stars. Each star has 3 planets on average, so about 200 planets. The goal is to harvest in Dyson sphere everything. That's right. You can make your own stars too, right? Yeah, apparently artificial stars is a thing. I haven't got into that yet, though. All right, here we go. It's daytime. We're gonna do this thing, but as the Dyson sphere comes over the horizon, we shall see what our goal is in this game. Let me show you something cool real fast. Let's move that right there. That right there. Might look crazy, but that's what we've been working on for the last 56 hours and 19 minutes in this game. Do cinematic view. Is that F11? Look at that beautiful thing. Isn't that gorgeous? So many gorgeous vistas in this game. Just the visuals of this game are so amazing. There you go. Kind of see the star peeking through here occasionally. It's freaking cool. And if you go to the Dyson sphere thing, you can kind of get a close-up look of what all we've built so far. You can see that it's kind of in progress. I have a feeling my solar sails I've run out, so probably the production of those is slowed down because of motors or something that I'm currently working on. So let's get back to work. How many smelters do we need? 36 iron, 12 copper. Let's do the copper ones first because those will be easier. And let's figure out, we want to build along the equator, right? So plan on building this way. We got a nice big open space. It's just asking for us to build on it. So 12 copper, is that what it was? 12 copper smelters. All right, and this is going to be where all the iron and copper we've been smelting or mining is going to demand and demand. So this guy here. I guess the real question is going to be, do we have enough logistics robots to get these things flowing fast enough? There we go. Filling up with iron and copper. Beautiful. This is going to be the beginning of our resources for this. Mark II belt here. Sometimes in this game you gotta just stop and smell the cinematic views. There. There. And then Mark III belt. There. Okay, so let's get the smelting started. We'll do copper on this side, iron on this side. Try not to cross lines where grid is shifting. There's a little bit of shifting right here. So maybe if we do... okay, so if we keep it on this side of this line, in this whole area right here, that will hopefully keep this. So actually, I want to move this copper. I don't want to do this where I did it. We'll do the copper smelting. This will be the edge. We don't want to go above this edge. So right here will be kind of last line. So we'll do 2 rows of 6 here. There. Copper. Copy. Paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And so we'll have the copper come out this side. This is going to be way more copper than we need for this build. can actually do a Mark 1 belt for this, because it's going to be, again, plenty. Okay. Do a splitter. Nope. Do a splitter right. Here. Mark 2 belts, which is probably way faster than we need here. So I'm pretty sure from my calculations, this is actually Mark 1 belts will be enough for this, but we'd rather be too fast than too slow. Okay, so there's that, and yeah, we're gonna do just Mark 3 inserters. Mark 3 inserters and Mark 3 assemblers for everything. I honestly wonder if I'm going to have enough inserters for everything we're planning on doing here. I'm going to guess probably not. Thought I had plenty. So, could I grab resources from my other planet from this planet? Since you can grab things from Planet View, I'm assuming on this planet I can't grab stuff off of Gamma Booties 2, right? I'm assuming that's not something I can do. Alright, so there's the copper. Okay. So copper is going to be used for a bunch of stuff. Let's set up the smelting for the iron as well. You actually see the Dyson from the planets? Oh yeah. Anytime we're in daytime, you can see it. It's right there. I mean, it's like when you're on Earth and you can see the sun. If we happen to put a Dyson sphere around it, as long as it's daytime, you'd be able to see it. So, there it is. So, absolutely. Okay, so iron smelting, we needed 36. 36 iron smelters. Okay. So, 3 rows of 12, I guess is how I want to do this. Alright, so this is the edge I want to do right here. So, 3 rows of 6. What's 36 divided by 2? 18? Maybe I want to do 2 rows of 18, actually. We'll have to see. This is a frickin' frick ton. It's a frickin' frick ton of smelters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I want to do 2 rows. So we will do 2 rows of 18, I guess. 6. And we'll just, if we use really fast belts, it should be fast enough. I think so. So what is that? Let's say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mark 3 belt supports 30 smelters. Okay, alright. So if I do a Mark 3 belt to 2 groups of 18, that'll be more than enough. Warning, do not stare at the Dyson sphere without appropriate eye protection. Okay, good tip. Okay. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 24. Oh, I wanted to do 18. 2 groups of 18, and I just did 2 groups of 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to do that group there. And then a second group, that's the same. And this will be the iron we need. This will be all the iron we need. Just this much, not that much. Psh. 2, 3, 4. Read previous message. Warning not. Mark 3 belts 30 smelters. Did I run to scroll up? What did I miss? Line on the edge belongs to the area closer to the equator. Stairs. Okay. I'm not sure which message you're talking about. If you really want me to read what you're talking about, you might want to retype it. Okay, so Mark 3. Let's do this. There. Mark 3. So would a Mark 2 be enough for these 2 rows? I guess I'm going to check. I'm going to try and see if it will be enough. We'll find out if it's if it doesn't get backed up, that it's not enough. And then Mark 2s will combine to Mark 3s after we do the smelting. This is one of the biggest builds we've done so far, so trying to make sure I'm doing all my maths. So there. Mark 3. What's up, Cruel Angel? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thought I had enough belts. We probably don't have nearly enough belts. Alright, that's input. This will be output. Glad our robots are really fast. We've done a lot of those upgrades. How's the Dyson Sphere coming? Oh man, it's coming. We made some really good progress on it today. We're at nighttime, so I can't show it to you right now, but once it comes to day, remind me and I'll take a look up into the sky for you. Alright, time to place frickin' insorters for a day, for a year, for a month, for a season. Okay. Go. Sure is a good thing we got all this Dyson Sphere power on this planet, because this is going to be a ginormous build. Oh, did somebody clip us looking at the sphere just now? There's probably a good clip of... Oh, this is all backwards. Oh, these are all backwards. Blah. Okay, well, you know it's actually going to be faster to replace these all than doing that. These are opposite, so it's opposite day and I forgot. Damn it. Come on, move, mouse, move. Oh no, I know. Everything's ruined. Everything's ruined. Okay. That looks awesome, but it does get a bit dark because of it. Oh, a bit dark because of the Dyson Sphere, yeah. Thankfully, apparently, currently, it does not affect solar power on planets around the star where the Dyson Sphere is, I think. I don't know if that's going to be a mechanic they're going to change yet, but currently that's what everybody keeps asking every time that becomes a thing. All right, so now we can put power lines in between all these. There. There. And there. All right, beautiful. There's some frickin' iron smelting. Is that implemented yet? As far as I know, no, boo, but I don't know. Other people are far more knowledgeable about that kind of stuff than me. All right, and then I also needed 36 smelters making magnets. So, I basically need to do this build again. Going from iron directly to magnets. Let me do... I'm going to do that here because I won't be crossing over a line, so... That was crazy. Let's do that again. Okay, so 36 more smelters. So we're going to start this right here. And this is definitely a tedious process. However, once we get this all done, it's going to be super good. Super good. Now this is interesting. I feel like I was able to not place these guys as close before. I guess that has to do with the grid. Or I guess it gets the spacing of the grid that affects that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you actually see this is going to be the same number, but it's not going to have as much space. Pretty crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'd be able to use half the belts if I do the offset thing. So, probably driving like Voncho and some people crazy, but if I offset this by 1 space, I can use 1 input belt and 1 output belt for each of these, I think. Let me see if this is true. Let me check something here. Okay, I need this to go over 1 more space. I can fit 2 belts without shifting. So if this were to be the input belt, and this were to be the output belt. Oh, you're saying I don't need to shift for this. Well, I'm still going to shift it just so I get in the habit. I feel like this is a habit I need to get into. So basically it would be input, input, output, output, something like that. Okay. Okay. So for a simple one like this, I wouldn't need to shift, but I'm going to start doing it so I get in the habit of doing it. So it should be 18 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. And this is Mark III belt. And Mark III belt. All right, and then we do 1 more of these. Couple spaces between just in case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up. Okay, that should be right. Yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because we will be doing the offset thing for a bunch of the builds we'll be doing here. So I want to just go ahead and make sure Again, I'm just in the habit. Back in the habit, Sister Act 2 of doing this. And this is going to be the output. There we go. All right, time for insorters. Oh, I should have done 1 more space. No, for this. Actually, I probably do want to do it this way and have the power lines be around the outside, So, this is going to be input. Oh, how do I want to do this in a way that I don't screw it up? Let's do it this way. Input, input. We'll do 1 belt at a time so I don't get confused. All the inputs, and then we'll do all the outputs next. Input. The Oinking Pirates strikes again. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna do output. Okay. All right, so that's that side set up. Same thing here. We're going to do inputs first, then output second. Input. And that's one extra belt there that we don't need. Okay, and then outputs. So it'll be the top one, okay. And this is just the resources to make all the stuff we're going to be making. All the stuff. These are actually, I think, going to be the most tedious parts because there's just so many of these smelters we need to make. Okay, so that should be good. Power all the things. Okay. Oops, I missed one over here. Okay, there we go. Automate the automation. I know. That's what blueprinting is, I guess, and it's just not a thing yet, you know? No ending stream tonight until we see that cake. That's right. That's right. We need the cake from Ramses. Well, Draco, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. All right. Iron. That goes to here. That's right. We got to see that Ramses cake. Yeah, we're not going to have nearly enough belts for this entire build, I don't think. So there we go. I feel like we got a build that's starting to look like what Voncho showed us his starting planet looks like. And Cartmine, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, we got the 3 main raw resources, I believe. And this is the one that looks the best of all of them. These two, if I had done it from the beginning that way, would have been better, but it's fine. What's up, Bill Draco? How are you doing? No pressure, Ramses, but if you don't do it, stream never ends. Actually, that might be pressure for you to not finish, but please finish. Okay, so that's good. What's next? What are we doing next? So we got the magnets. Probably the easiest thing to do will be first do the magnetic coils. Because magnetic coils goes in the motors, the iron goes in the motors. So we got to combine copper and these guys for 12 magnetic coil producers. Please finish. That's what she said, giggity. All right. Well done. So 12 of those guys, 12 of those guys. So I'm probably going to have this crossover over to there. Is this all the copper's used for? It's actually all the copper's used for. So if that crosses over, yeah, I think that's going to be, have the copper crossover is going to be the easiest thing. So production, 12 of those guys. So it's expandable. I'll move this up a little bit further. You're doing well. You started the game over again for the 10th time yesterday. Totally not addicted. Totally not. So as I say, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to offset this by 1. You're making a red velvet cream frosted cake? No, that's not what he's making. He's making some other thing. You get 2 electromagnetic thingies per cycle, though, right? Oh, I don't know. I'm doing the math by this thing. I don't know if the math is right on this. And the outputs, and then 1 offset here. And 2 items in the middle should be able to fit, if I'm not mistaken. And that's all this needs. 2 items? Yes. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Times 2 is 12. Okay. And so it's going to be these guys. Actually, I have space for 3 things, so I might be able to do the output in the middle here. Okay. Yeah, so I actually should be able to do the output as well here, so let's try that. Do I want the output? How many a minute are we doing here? Oh, we're going in 2 different places and they're evenly split. So I actually should have the output be separate. Never mind. One of these is going to one thing, the motors, one is going to the electromagnetic whatever. So it actually works out perfectly if I do split these up. I have 1 output here and 1 output here that will both go to different places. You had red velvet cream frosting cake for your birthday on the 1st? That sounds like an amazing cake for sure. Isn't that the best kind? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so inputs. So in. Is that right? In. Crap. I'm getting used to doing this thing. So in. There. It's looking right. Okay. And I believe that's right. It's a lemon mascarpone cake with orange frosting. There it is. At your last birthday, your nephew asked you to do this base of a cheesecake that he decorated for you, but he ended asking me for help, so you basically did your own cake. It was funny. All right, nice. And so copper's going to be on this side, so these guys. I kind of wish there was a downgrade thing, because I feel like I could probably downgrade and do Mark II belts for this, but it's fine. All right, so that'll be there, and the copper's going to come to here. Start the Mark III belt, level 2 here, and go across. To there, down to there. All right, that's going to be the copper. Beautiful. Yeah, we're basically out of Mark III belts now. It's not a lack of item. I have just enough. Oh gosh. All right, let me go get rid of 1 belt here so I can finish this. I need to go get more Mark III belts. And I guess I can test what I asked earlier. I don't think you can do what I was thinking, but I'm going to test it. There we go. Mark III. Flowing on over here. I'm not sure why that's not a full belt. You are a pastry chef, Cruel Angel? Nice. Thought I just hit the upgrade thing, then the down arrow to upgrade it. You haven't tried it yet, but you heard that does it. Hit the upgrade thing, then the down arrow. Really? Oh! I didn't know that was a thing! Okay, thanks. Okay, well now I know there is a downgrade. So... Let me actually do that. This. I'm going to downgrade. This belt. And this belt. And then have them combine. Man, the things you learn when you have a Twitch wiki all the time. I love it. There we go. And now to test what I wanted to test earlier, which is probably not going to work. If I look at Game of Booties 2 over here. I can't get into planet view here, can I? So I can't like go pick up items from my North Pole thing here from off planet like I would be able to do if I was on this planet. Chat wiki saves the day again, that's right. So I'm gonna have to go back to the planet to get more things. You just read it during one of the patch notes and it's stuck, but you've never tried it. Nice, well I tested and approved. Tested and approved. So thank you for telling me, because I never would have known that that was a thing that you could do. Okay. And why is that not powered? I'm sure these connected. There we go. All right, so there's that. I better go back and get more stuff. And by stuff, I mean Mark III belts. Request them here. I know there's a reason to keep you people around. Request them. That's what a smart person would do. I'm not a smart man, Jenny. So if we get like 1,000 at a time, that should be good. So remote demand. You're so smart, chat. You're so smart. I knew there was a reason I kept you around. Okay. All right, so there's those guys. What's next? Gear wheels. 720-minute gear wheels. So 12 gear wheels. I want to do those next to these guys because they're going to combine with iron. This flat iron for the motors, actually. So I think the way I want to do this with all this iron coming in is I think I want to combine it all into one and then split it to the two directions. Two directions it needs to go? Yeah. This might look funny, but I'm going to have these combine because it's just going to be easier for me to distribute, I feel like. Than anything else. Yeah, this will work. No, it won't. This is not going to do what I want it to do. Shift click. Come on. Come on. There. Is that grabbing the right one? There. There, and then I'm going to be able to split that into two different directions because iron needs to go two different places. Maybe I would fancy a direct feeding belt link. Direct feeding belt. I'm not exactly sure what that's showing me. What website am I using for that chart, and can I post it? Absolutely. Another thing I got from chat. Plunder pigs. Oh. Okay. There you go. That's the link to this Discord Dyson Sphere wiki, and you can change the item right here. You click on this, you can change how many buildings. It'll tell you how many it'll make a minute and all sorts of useful stuff. Okay, so first thing is gear wheels, and it is 12 gear wheels using iron. So gear wheels plus what is going to combine? Gear wheels plus these magnet things is going to create the motors, so we want that to be next to these guys. So 12 gear wheel makers. We want to be off of that line right there. So 2 rows of 6. Gear wheels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one definitely doesn't need to be offset, but I'm doing it anyway for habit. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And let's go get some of those belts that we just ordered. Gimme. Oh, it's so nice to have a logistics system that is just awesome and works. So nice. Okay, to there. All right. I might have to request the sorters too soon. Do I want to have the output in the middle here too? How many is it going to be doing a minute? 720 a minute. I think I do want, and they're all going to the same place, right? They're all going into these. Yeah. It's going to be 24 of these guys, though. I guess I can do half and half. Yeah. We'll have the outputs be opposite, because we'll have 2 lines of these makers, I think. I'm so smart. Wait, what? Oh, you are trying to add a quote that says, "You're so smart, chat." Splitter is a bottleneck, by the way. I guess if I'm going to 2 lines, what I should do is have one go one line and one go the other line. Well, we'll find out. If it is, I'll swap it out. I'm trying to decide if I want to have this be 2 different outputs. I think I do want to have one output. I think it's going to use less resources, use less belts. So if I'm going to do that, I got to change this. So that's going to be, let's figure this out. It's going to be input, input, output, output. Is that right? I think that's right. Input, input, output, output. Oh, it's backwards. Input, input, output, output. I can definitely tell why I didn't do this before Honcho told me, because this is very easy to get mixed up where things are trying to go here with the insorters. I think I'm finally getting a handle on how to do this. Okay, so that will be all. That should be right. I completely missed the cake. So concentrating space. Setting stuff up. Well, you guys have done 6 links in the last 5 minutes. So can you link it again? I would like to see it. I can scroll up, but there's so many people are also adding quotes and freaking hashtag blame chat. You're gambling. Blowing my mind here. Hashtag blame chat for missing chat. All right, let's show this on stream. We talked about it earlier. See what the cake looks like. All right. This is a lemon something glaze cake. That is very gooey looking. That site's gonna be so helpful for you, Beldraco? Yeah, it's been super helpful for me. That is one gooey looking cake. But delicious looking. Oh, I'm missing a power. I did miss a thing here. Delicious and gooey. Okay, well, I missed another one. Okay, that should reach everything. Okay. All right, there we go. Hopefully they're all working. So that's the gear wheels. All right. So gear wheels plus magneto dudes, half of them, go to 24 electric motor creators. 24 of them. So half of these guys, is that right? Yes, half go here, half go the other way. So I'm going to want this output, which I didn't get the output set up. Let me do that. This output's going to want to go somewhere else. Let me set up that thing first. It's going to want to go over here somewhere. So let me just put that in place. And then outputs for all these guys. And then outputs for these guys. You can thank my chat for that awesome website, because I have been using it like crazy too. It's even got a special baking sheet. Looks like a spring form pan base. Nice. Right, so half of these plus half of those. So gear wheels are going nowhere else, right? Yeah, gear wheels go nowhere else, so I don't have to split those. Okay. So bring these right next to these guys. And this is going to be 24 motors. Okay. So I guess we do two sides of 12. Yeah, that's what we do, because we can do... we can also do the output in the middle here. So we want to do these. We want the output to be in the direct middle, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Probably doesn't matter, but I think it's going to be cleanest that way. So I'll leave a little bit of space to work with here. Do we have plenty of room up here? Looks like we do. Good. Good thing we used a giant open area for this craziness. 24. This is for these guys. Offset by 1. There. So we do 12 on each side. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I might even want to have the output go back so I can go back and across. Yeah, I think I do want to do that. Ooh, this is going to look awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You really just followed the recipe. You're very pleased with how it turned out. More importantly, it tastes really good as well. Nice. Mwah! Tastes delicious. You used the perfect emote for it. Love it, Ramses. Love it. Because these motors are going to go directly to join the other magnet guys for this. So yes, I want the output to go the opposite direction. So middle belt goes back down this way. And these belts are going to go up this way. And then the hard part starts. Getting all my in sorters and out sorters correctly lined up here. All right, let's do these. Let's do these. Let's do these. Let's do these. I'm not gonna have enough in sorters or sorters in or out, so let me request those as well. If I request 100, should be plenty. We'll go 200. Remote demand. Okay. Every time I start one of these builds, I'm like, oh, this will take 30 minutes. 4 hours later. Bookmarking success, you're able to go back to the site after you shut it down. Nice. Remember the Mark III assembler has speed 1.5 and calculator calculates for speed of 1. Yeah, I know. So I'm hoping just making everything Mark IIIs won't screw me up. That's what I'm hoping. Right, so insort. How do we do this? Insort outsort, insort. I missed the outsort on this one. Am I wrong that I can't do that this way? I feel like I messed that up. I think there's a way to do this. I have to get the pattern right. Middle to middle. Is that what it is? Middle to middle. Okay, thank you. So middle to middle. Your starter planet sucks the water, is placed so badly, you barely have enough room to set up a 5-factor setup. It's difficult with all the power you have to put up. And you're not even putting up solar panels because the wind turbines have 110% output. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's just to start this middle to middle, not the other one. So let me focus here for a second. So if I'm doing input there, then I can do two input and one output may not be enough room for one offset. I'm pretty sure it is because Castellian has showed me, and I think I did it once before. I'm just, my brain is getting a little fried here. Okay. Am I crazy? I'm sure we've done this way before. Do I have a picture of it? Of you with one set up? I'll look at this closer. No, those are lined up perfectly, so that's not an offset one. Can I not do this? I thought I had done one like this before. If I just need to put the outputs on the outside, I will. But I feel like I did something like this before. Can you fill water with foundations? Yes, you can. Or you're talking to Bill Draco. Okay. I feel like I did this before. Am I crazy that to not be able to figure this out? Didn't mean to do that. Because we have 3 I need to put with each of these guys. I think there's a way to do this. You have a picture of it. Let me look at it, Moncho. Let me look at this one again. Okay. All right, so the one what's throwing me off is this. I need this guy to be outside of the range of that guy. So if I do that, output, input. There it is. Found it. Thank you. I needed that picture. Output, input. It works. It's a miracle. We did it. There we go. Voncho is the brain. And so what's throwing me off is I need this one to go across the first one. That's what's throwing me off there. Insort, insort, outsort, insort, insort, outsort, insort, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. I'm sorry if this is annoying me saying this, but I have to not screw it up. In, out, in, counting with rand and random words with rand. So random here. In, out, in, out, in, out. Did I mess that one up? Oh, I am out of them. I am in, out, in of them. Give me all of them. Wow, I got 400. Okay, that's way more than I need. More than I need. So satisfying to make that connect. It does, Castellan, you're right. You have other uses for your limited steel. You have... Yeah, you'll eventually... You're going to need foundations, Beldraco. So you might want to increase your steel production in order to have access to foundations. They are definitely an integral part of later on in the game when you need more space. In, out, 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 in, out. And we did it. That's a GG cookie time. All right. Baking is more like alchemy than chemistry, in your opinion, huh? Okay. I don't need that guy, and I don't need that guy or that guy. Okay. That looks beautiful. You really want to play some more DSP? You just fear that you'll get super lost in it like you were with Factorio? Time is just being processed way too fast when playing these types of games. Yeah, it's easy to... It's easy to lose yourself in these games. They are addictive. That is 100% true. Super easy to lose track of the time and go, oh, I was gonna go to bed 3 hours ago, and it's the next morning. Okay, so that is all set up. I actually should see these things making... Ah, I completely forgot an item. This needs iron. Iron really is going to be a bottleneck now, the way I did this. Okay. Damn, I did all that work and realized I... Okay, you know what? Actually... This will work if I change all of these outs to an in here. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the iron to the outside. That's probably the easiest way to fix this. Main problem with that is the way I have my iron set up. Okay, so... How did I miss that iron is needed in this? It's all the green lines overlapping here. 720 minutes going there. 1440 is going... Oh, wait, is there iron needed for the turbines? Maybe that's what I got confused by. That doesn't need iron. Okay, so the iron that I thought was going to the turbines is actually going to these guys. All right, this actually isn't too bad. So the other iron I have just needs to go up and over there. Okay. So this definitely is going to be a thing here. Okay, so let's change this out. Okay, good. I got inventory space. So these two here are going to go over there. These two here are going to go there. Okay, no problem. No problem. So that'll go there. And this will probably, hopefully, fix the problem that Voncho was saying about the whole bottleneck thing with the iron splitter. Alright, so this will go across here. Problem is now I'm going to need to split this. Let's go like this. We'll go around the outside. Round the outside is where we'll go. And I think I will even use a cool other type of splitter in this case, because I think that'll be perfect for this. So if I do this splitter, that should be perfect. There. One goes across there. I'm going to need to move all those power lines. You know what? I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to have it go here and down. And we'll just be slightly... If this slows it down, we'll move this. But I don't want to have to move all the power lines that we already set up. And like this. Yes, I have gears. I have gears. I have all the stuff I need. I'm doing this build piece by piece to make sure I don't miss anything. And of course I missed something because I got all the prerequisites first. I just didn't. Sometimes that website that I showed you, Build Draco, can be hard to tell where one line is going sometimes. So that's the reason why I kind of missed that. There we go. I'm seeing these things turn on. That's what I want to see. There we go. We got motors on the output. All right. One more piece to this, I think. Yeah, we got the motors. Now we just need 12 of these guys. All right. And that's going to be this and this, which is actually probably too far over from where I want it to be. Probably we can just do it right here. So, is that right? 12? 12 in total? Yeah, only 12. This will work. We'll go right here. Start it right there. And this is these guys. The cool thing is, I think most of this is slightly expandable too, maybe? The way I have these placed, not super expandable. I just wish I could make this a blueprint. Maybe by the next time I need to expand this, the blueprints will be in the game and I can copy it or something. But I don't know how you'd blueprint this with the way the longitude lines, the grid lines change. So 2 rows of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2 items. I want to do like I did the other ones. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna, you know what? It's easiest if I just tab the belts in place so I can find out they fit. Okay, they do, but this needs to be misaligned by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. You don't like that you have to go to hydrogen and immediately pulls out the fire ice recipe instead of the crude oil recipe? You can change that in settings. You go to settings here, you can change which recipe. Later on, it'll be better. It'll be nice to have it that way. But yeah, earlier on in the game, you're right, it is kind of annoying that it does that. Okay, so the output again is going to be this way. That's where the output's going to go. And it's only 2 items, not 3 this time, right? Okay, motors and these guys. Okay, good. Okay. Connect to there. And then this guy will go across perfectly where it is right now. Beautiful. And then down. It's looking super clean, man. Super clean. I guess even if you have to manually fix some broken sorters, it might still save you some time. Doing this build, are you talking about? Well, and the thing that I do like is it's saving me resources. I just don't have to use as many belts if I'm pulling on 2 different machines to the same belt. All right, so this one's going to be kind of opposite. So it's going to be in, out, in, out, in. All right, I think I got the gist of this. In, out. I missed a space, I believe. There it is. In, out, in, out. Can be hard to see this though sometimes where I'm trying to go. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, question mark, in, out, in, out, in. I feel like that one didn't get lined up correctly. Did it? Okay, it did. Sometimes it's probably the angle that's making me think it didn't. And in, out. And I need this belt to be 1 more up and we will have it. In. That's a GG cookie time, my friends. This build is done. I just need to power it and put the output belt and we will have a frickin' crazy, crazy cool build here. How did I miss you? I'm sure I got you. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Why you keep adding quotes and stuff? Oh, you mean blueprinting in general? You think it would be worth if they added, even if you have to manually fix some stuff? Yeah. Only thing left is balancing the iron. Okay. So you don't think it's balanced the way I have it? I thought the iron was half and half. Oh, I'm wrong about that. It's... Is that a third going towards this? Yeah, so a third's going towards the iron. Gear wheels. So actually I need 3 of these going here and 1 going here, I believe. Is that right? No, the opposite. The gear wheels only needs 1. The motors needs 3. So I need to change. That's a quick, pretty quick little fix here. There. And... There. 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 And there. That should balance the iron, I believe. And there's a power blinking thing over here that I missed. Oh, this entire side I missed. Okay. Well, that's kind of important. Build not done because I'm blind. Okay. Alright, do I see any other blinking lights over here? Okay, this build looks pretty good, honestly. I could have lined this up with this, it would have looked even cleaner, but... okay, let's do... I want this to be able to go to the other planet, so we're doing this as... You know what I have? I have a... Don't I have a... interplanetary one? This is... Yes, so I want to actually clear and reset these. Can I do remote supply and have these leave? No. Because this is going to overload my space, I think. I'm going to go throw this copper in one place over here if I can. There. Clear out my inventory some. There. Hopefully I'm still here when you get back. You have to take a break. No, I'm about to leave. But if you followed, you can join us next time we play. So I am actually about to be done with the stream for today. Let's get the input going before we do this. So these are going to be the motors. This is the last thing we're doing today. So I just need to finish this build and I'll be happy. So remote supply, local demand, I guess. And we want this to max out here. And this... is gonna output, and then I want to see this thing in action to make sure it all looks good, man. Last thing, one last thing, one more belt, one last thing. That, my friend, is a lot of frickin' motors. Alright, so let's do this. If I clear and reset this. Okay, and these stack in hundreds so I can clear and reset this. Okay. I don't think I destroyed any items there, and just to make sure, let me do this. Put out a little space of random stuff. Character and throw fuel in there. Okay. I have a lot of insorters in my inventory now. I won't run out of Mark III insorters for a while. There we go. Let's see if everything's running and if anything's slowed down. All of our math looks good. Machines are working. Oh my god, it's a symphony and ballet, a bouquet of stuff. We have enough copper everywhere, enough iron. Oh man, it's flowing. It looks good. The question will be, I guess, if the iron and the copper can keep up with this production is probably the question. Currently, it looks good. Everything was backed up for so long, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see what these guys look like. Do you guys have enough for all your stuff? The guys at the end of the line are the ones to check. So motors, not yet. Are motors slowed down by anything? Yes, by the magnetic coils. Did I not balance the magnetic coils correctly? I missed an input, it looks like. Did I miss an input here? That's trying to do copper twice, isn't it? Yes. Okay. I think I did that in a couple places, actually. Yeah. I tried to insert copper twice on these guys. Okay. So that should be there. That should be there. That should be there. Okay, there we go. Now all these guys should be working, I believe. Yeah, you're all working. Okay. Could eventually import raw metals. Yeah, that's true. We could, if we do run out of stuff here, we can mine them in other places. Yeah, for sure. Okay, iron and copper. All these guys, these all look like they're keeping up with the Kardashians. Why have I made that stupid joke twice today? I don't know. Okay, so let's see if the guys at the end here are getting stuff. Oh, I think they're all working. Oh, I think they're working. Still not quite enough of the magnetic coils here, it looks like. These got backed up. Hopefully they'll catch up. Okay, these guys, are you guys all working? I think there's a little, you know what? I did this Mark II belt here. Let me make a change to these belts. Let me make a change here. I'm gonna upgrade all these guys. And all these guys. I'm gonna go like this to there. Like this to there. Okay. Because the smelters have 1x speed and assemblers have 1.5 speed. Ah, okay. So the smelters are too slow for the assemblers we're doing. So it's not going to be perfect ratio. That's listed here, and it's because the smelters are not as slow as these other guys. So if I want this to be perfect for what I did, I would need to have more smelters, it sounds like. Add a splitter for good measure? I don't think so. Or just, I think that's better than a splitter. So, a slight slowdown because we might need to add extra smelting. More smelters are coming. Even though it might not be perfectly balanced because of that, this is still a huge production line that's going to work really darn well. If it's not completely optimized because of that, I don't think I'm going to let that bug me. It's kind of weird, actually. You can upgrade mining, you can upgrade assemblers, but not the smelters in between. Yeah, that is kind of weird that you can't do that. Maybe they'll have upgraded smelters eventually. But our production of these guys now is just way higher than it was. Production of motors. Let's see where it's at now. 397 a minute. We're consuming only 180. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go have a thing requesting that on our other planet and inject it into our main bus, and we will call that a day. Because that's a really good upgrade we just got done. I'm very happy with that. Motors have been the thing on my bus that have been the biggest headache to me, the biggest frustration. And it's also probably the biggest slowdown for a lot of the stuff we're trying to make. Next time we play, I will probably have to work towards getting the actual logistics stations upgraded, because the that build is completely imbalanced because of how I set up the processors. The processors are just not making nearly enough. So I might do another on another planet, do a build for the actual logistics stations to upgrade. Gears don't have enough iron. Did I use a splitter for that? Yeah, Okay, let me go look. Let me go look before I leave. Is that something I can fix, or is that a smelting thing? Because if it's a smelting thing, I just said I'm not going to have that be maximized because the smelters are too slow. You're going to be off for now? All right, bye, boy. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. Have a great night, sir. We'll see you later. Okay. It is a distributing problem? Okay, well, if it's a distributing problem, I'll try to fix it. Let's see where this is. Okay. It's not here. I wonder how our power is doing on this planet with all this stuff we added. Plenty. Oh man, the Dyson sphere giving us so much power is so awesome. Over here. Okay, it's over here. Okay, gears have not enough iron. But I calculated this, right? Going by this, a third of the iron. A third of the iron. And I'm setting at a fourth of the iron. Okay, that is actually wrong. How do I distribute this correctly from 4 to 3 with... Actually, we know that from Factorio. There's a couple splitters you can do to make that happen. Yeah, okay. So we need a 4 to 3 what we call balancer from Factorio. Let me figure out what that would be, since I don't have all the balancer things. 4 to 3, so... Split one belt between gears and motors. Is that all I need to do? I was thinking of doing that. Put everything in a chest or a tower and take it out. Not a chest. That would slow things down. Tower maybe. No, I'm gonna do a splitter thing here. I'm gonna do a splitter with a balancer. I'm gonna do a splitter thing. Let me just think it through real quick. Build your own using splitters, then recombine some off the split lines needed. Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. Let me figure out how I want to do this. The easiest way is if I have 3 out and then just feed it all into those 3 splitters. Will that work? That won't perfectly balance it though. Trying to remember what a 4 to 3 splitter looked like in Factorio, and I can't remember what it looked like. Alright, I think I'm going to do it the easy way. We'll just do 1 splitter here. This is... I don't know that this is going to be perfectly balanced if we do it this way, but this is what I'm going to do. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. There. 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 To there. Okay. So, not sure if that's perfect, but I think that's pretty good. Looks like it's distributing it better. Splitter strike back, yes. Towers are the best balancers. They probably are, because they would... It'd be easy to do kind of like what we have here, where we have 1 go out to the one place and then 2 go... and the other go to the other place. But this is fine. This will work. I don't want to spend a tower on that, honestly. And it looks like that's fixing it. It'll balance itself, looks like, yeah. Okay, cool. Hopefully that was the last thing we need to do there. Now I really want to just get this last thing done and we'll be done. Just one more thing! Just one more thing! One more thing! Just one more thing. That's something for future Ran to deal with, that's right. Alright, so now we just got to request the thingamajiggers. Request the guys. And I think I know which tower I'm going to request it from. It's going to be one that we're requesting. I want to check the unipolar magnet requesters, because we added 2 more of those guys to increase the speed that those come back, so we want to check those out. You're going to head out, Krieg. If I end up playing Valheim, you hope I enjoy it. Thank you. Appreciate it, my friend. I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you next time. How's this all looking? Looking pretty good. Hey, is our belt done? Our belt is almost done. They've spread out to the barrel, but our main belt has slowed down a little bit since we added so much extra stuff to it. Man, before too long, we're going to have an actual Dyson sphere. An actual Dyson sphere. Probably our green research is still slowed down. But I'm not going to look at it because if I do, I'm going to get distracted. So we'll look at that stuff next time. Oh, wow. Look at my... Looks like I need to increase my silicon. But I'm not going to do it now. Like I said, we're not going to do it because it's so easy to get freaking distracted. Not right now. One day. One day we will look at that. But not... It's just not this day. I did want to look at the unipolar... stuff that I added. How is it looking? Unipolar stuff is backed up, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. So here is where I was going to request electromagnetic turbines, local supply, remote demand, and max storage is fine on this because we want to have plenty in storage there. Okay. And then we bring it out, and we infuse. I have a item infusion for our bus. This will be a major, should be a major boon to a lot of the stuff we've been short on our bus. Okay, I was sure I moved you up one space. Shift, please, thank you, and then across. There we go. I wanted to add motors to the bus. That's what I'm doing, and this is the last thing I'm doing. I'm doing it. It's the last thing I'm doing, I promise. It's not going. It probably messed up there. I'll fix that in a second. Let's get it. Put on on a splitter to combine it. Looks like I need to go up again. Okay, so here's our motor thing. So if I add a... Here we go. We can do a... These are Mark 1 guys. Oh, I can put it in right there. Giggity. Giggity, giggity, goo. There we go. And then, now that we have this infusion of them, we can upgrade the entire belt of them. And let's do that real quick. This entire belt we can upgrade. And this really will be the last thing we do after I make sure these are coming out of where they're being supplied from. Oh, they haven't come out yet because they haven't got here yet. That's the problem, not because I did it wrong, I don't think. Lack of item. Okay. That the one? That's the one. Remote local. Let's put on local supply. Do this. So I'm pretty sure I have a crap ton of these belts. This, and I actually have more than these that I want currently. That's actually probably more than I want. That's fine. 500 of those guys. Okay. And then go back to what it was. Local demand. Local demand. Okay. Again, I wish I could, I wish I could insert items into logistics stations over the max. That would be a nice thing if they could add that. I would really prefer that. This should actually be a big upgrade to a lot of the stuff we've done. So let's go make sure everything's coming out of the logistics thing, and we should be good. That's an electric bus now. That's right. Electric bus. Okay, stuff looks like it's flowing, man. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Our electric, they're not called motors. They're electromagnetic turbines, I believe is what they're called. Electromagnetic turbines. That's a GG cookie time. We got them upgraded. All right. Great, great upgrades. Next time we play, we're going to have to work on, I'm going to go stand by the thing that I want to work on next time. Because it's definitely the logistics station automation stuff, because these guys are really slow in producing because of, well, the processors got caught up, but still not nearly as quickly as I'd want it to be, because it's just a bad old build. Upgraded build. So, my friends, I hope you all had a good time. This is such a fun, relaxing game to play. Don't hardly even get salty, except when I do still get a little bit salty. So much fun to play, a relaxing day of automation and tediousness that can be in games like this, tedium, but also just fun and relaxing mind relaxation that I don't have to get salty at FTL. So a lot of fun. If there's anybody new to the stream, I do hope you had a good time. Please hit the follow, come join us again. We will play some more of this on Thursday, where we will work on more